was stopped from delivering at a U.S. state dinner in 1970. Some speeches became notable before their reader had even taken to the podium, as evidenced by the thick script in the jacket pocket of Theodore Roosevelt that slowed the course of a would-be assassin's bullet to such an extent that he was able to address the crowd as planned, wearing a blood-stained shirt. No doubt there are speeches you believe should have made it into this book. Indeed, there are many I'm yet to discover or have recommended, and I'd love you to share your favourites with me on Twitter at Speeches of Note. All told, you have a lusciously produced roller coaster ride through 75 speeches of note, all of which are deserving of a wider audience. Shaun Usher, Speeches of Note. I Killed a Solitary Man, given by George Manley in Wicklow on the 14th of August, 1738. On the 14th of August, 1738, in County Wicklow, Ireland, a man named George Manley was hanged for murder. Very little is known about his life, or indeed the crime for which he paid the ultimate price. What we do know, however, is that moments before his death at Wicklow's gallows, Manley gave a speech to all who had assembled to witness the spectacle. My friends, you assembled to see what? A man take a leap into the abyss of death. Look, and you shall see me go with as much courage as Curtius when he leapt into the gulf to save his country from destruction. What then will you see of me? You say that no man without virtue can be courageous. You see, I am courageous. You'll say I have killed a man. Marlborough killed his thousands, and Alexander his millions. Marlborough and Alexander, and many others who've done the like, are famous in history for great men. But I killed one solitary man. Aye, that's the case, one solitary man. I'm a little murderer, and must be hanged. Marlborough and Alexander plundered countries. They were great men. I ran in debt with the alewife. I must be hanged. Now, my friends, I've drawn a parallel between two of the greatest men that ever lived and myself. But these were men of former days. Now I'll speak a word of some of the present days. How many men were lost in Italy and upon the Rhine during the last war, for settling a king in Poland? Both sides could not be in the right. They are great men, but I killed a solitary man. I'm a little fella. The King of Spain takes our ships, plunders our merchants, kills and tortures our men, but what of all that? What he does is good. He's a great man. He's clothed in purple. His instruments of murder are bright and shining. Mine was but a rusty gun, and so much for comparison. Now I would fain know what authority there is in Scripture for a rich man to murder, to plunder, to torture and ravage whole countries, and what law it is that condemns a poor man to death for killing a solitary man, or for stealing a solitary sheep to feed his family. But bring the matter closer to our own country. What is the difference between running in a poor man's debt and, by the power of gold or any other privilege, preventing him from obtaining his right, and clapping a pistol to a man's breast and taking from him his purse? Yet the one shall thereby obtain a coach, and honours and titles, etc. The other, what? A cart and a rope. From what I've said, my brethren, you may perhaps imagine I'm hardened, but believe me, I am fully convinced of my follies and acknowledge the just judgment of God has overtaken me. I have no hopes but from the merits of my Redeemer, who I hope will have mercy on me, as he knows that murder was far from my heart, and what I did was through rage and passion, being provoked thereto by the deceased. Take warning, my dear comrades, think, oh, think, what I would now give, that I had lived another life. Je t'aime, Papa. Speech given by Justin Trudeau in Montreal on the 3rd of October 2000. On the 28th of September 2000, Canada's